Hi guys, I just wanted to make a quick video about setting the space and preparing for this meditation challenge. For many of you, this might be new, so I wanted to start at the beginning. And for me, the beginning is setting the time and space for meditation. And so, what I like to think about first is what's a good time to start meditating for you? What might be a time of day where you have less less distraction or influences from others. If you have children, maybe before they're up, or before work, before anyone else gets up. So for a lot of people, this is early morning. That for them, not for me actually, but for a lot of people, the early morning is a great time to meditate. And so I just wanted to point that out, that the first thing in thinking about meditation is to really set the intention to ahead of time, to find a time for yourself and carve that out that's going to work for you for meditation. So in this challenge, we're going to do 10 minutes. It will be about 10 minutes. It's not going to be exact, and we're not going to use our phones to time ourselves, because for me, that's not what meditation is about. So this challenge will be about 10 minutes long, but I would say, yeah, the first thing to think about is when is a good time for you to carve out 10 minutes. And just start thinking about that, and then set that intention. And maybe you might need some reminders, like you could set a reminder on your telephone or something like that. And just thinking about what's a good time to start for you, and then setting the intention, and really in your mind clearing that energetic space that you're going to be sitting for 10 minutes to do a meditation practice. And so there are two factors to think about, I think, when setting up for meditation. Time, like we just talked about. And the second is space, which is cool because it's space and time. And here we are in the physical body, in space and time. And so when you're thinking about meditation, think about space and time. So time is good. Set aside 10 minutes at some point in the day. And for the space, start to think about where you might want to meditate. It could just be a really simple corner of your house, with a little plant or something and a cushion on the floor. And that's perfect. It's the simpler the better is wonderful. You can also create an altar space, and for me that's what I use. I travel a lot, and I'm in a lot of different countries, and I'm on airplanes and all over the place. So I have kind of a traveling altar set up so that I have the space always with me. So no matter where I am, I can feel that energy, and it really helps me to ground, and it really helps me to keep my intention of staying in my meditative practice anytime. So when I travel, I have this a little kit for myself that has photos of people I love, and gurus and teachers, and gods and goddesses, crystals, sage, incense. I travel with a little bell. I'll show you, after this I'll show you my little altar, but here's my little bell. So yeah, so this is my altar space right now, currently. And this is kind of my traveling altar setup right now, but I have a lot more beautiful photos and things like that to put up sometimes. But so it's really important to think about creating the space that you feel excited to sit in front of, if you're choosing to make an altar space. So things to think about if you want to have an altar, maybe photographs of deceased ones, of ancestors. I definitely keep pictures on my altar of loved ones who have passed, and photos of teachers and gurus. I have some little deity cards. This is Lakshmi. And so, yeah, and it's also the perfect place to keep your mala. So even if you don't feel to create a whole altar setup, it's really nice to at least have a very clean and organized and beautiful space, like a shelf, to keep the mala if you're not using it or wearing it, just so that it's kept safely. And you can always keep it in the pouch that you receive it in. And so that's one way to keep it as well. And even when you keep it in the pouch, try to keep it in a nice place that's sort of safe from a lot of people touching it, or animals, or just crazy energy. Try to keep it in a very safe place. So yeah, maybe I should take this out and you can see the altar a little bit. I'm going to turn this around. So this is my little altar space. And here you see that I have yantras. These are mystical diagrams that I love of the planets. Photographs. I have also in my lineage, in my culture, the mirror is used on the altar as a symbol, and it's a symbol to remember and see your true self, your true nature, and not the ego's image, but the image of your true nature. So the mirror is there to reflect you, your divine space. So the other thing I wanted to say is, one thing that I find so beautiful is thinking about the chakras in your time and space, in your body. The first, I'm just going to put this back on so you can hear. It's the first time I'm using that. The first 3 chakras, energy centers in the body, are matter, are I would think of it as space, taking up space. You're in your physical body in the first 3 chakras. And the upper 3 chakras are that you're in the ethers, you're in the energetic body, and everything converges in the heart. So when you're meditating, it's like your 3 bottom energy centers and 3 top energy centers are meeting in the heart space. So you're creating, in a sense, when you meditate, I feel like you're creating a physical center where you can align the etheric and the physical bodies. So it's almost like you're preparing yourself in time and space to be a little antenna for the cosmos, because something magical happens when you sit in meditation for long periods of time, and you can start connecting into your true nature. So that's a little bit about the meditation preparation. I'm happy to answer questions, because this is the first time I've made a video about this. This is just my private practice. I'm not necessarily a teacher. I just help people and teach on an individual level most of the time. So this is the first time I've done this kind of thing. I've never taken a video before. And so this is my own altar and my own personal practice and my own approach to my practice. So I don't know if that was helpful to you, but share, like it, feel free to like it, and share a comment or a question. I'd love to answer any questions, anything that you resonated with or anything that spoke to you. Just feel free to reach out, and I'm going to do a few more of these. I'm going to do a video explaining how to meditate with a mala next, so look out for that video. For now, this is the one about preparing the space and preparing yourself to enter into a state of meditation. Thank you guys. Bye.